When in doubt, if you notice there's any distress in your experience, any concern, worry, unpleasantness, whatever, then just remember active relaxation. Just notice that you are, and notice that common denominator, which is always present, even in deep sleep. Notice how profound of a relaxation that is. And just notice that's actually always here. It doesn't get rid of the dynamic stuff. So the dynamic stuff may still be going. There may still be all the concerns, the worries, the strains, the discomforts, all those habits may still be here. But what is possible through this invitation is that you can start to notice that there's something that is unconcerned and that you are already that. And in contrast, what you can start to see is that the habit, the usual way is to try and strain to get all of this dynamic stuff under control. And that just leads to more of the same thing that you're already feeling threatened by. So even though it's a very different strategy than the one that we normally employ, turns out that when you actually sincerely apply it, you'll get finally different results. So again, just keep noticing that underneath and underlying all of the experience, there's a continuous presence that's not, you don't have to strain for it. You don't have to grasp for it. You don't have to do anything for it. It's just when you keep letting go, you'll notice it's here reliably, which is the good news. Because again, if you have to do it, then it just produces anxiety. You can produce certain states that you might perceive as desirable states, but you can't sustain them indefinitely. And so no matter how delightful the state might be, the problem there is always that there's a sense that I have to keep doing something in order to maintain it. And you can't sustain it forever. And you might forget how to do it because that also happens. So better, in my view, and in the view of many who are much more intelligent than me, is that wouldn't it be great if we could just notice what's already here, that's already whole, already complete, already okay, already more than okay, that we don't have to do anything for, and that's unaffected by all of the other stuff. So sometimes there are really delightful states, and this underlying okayness is unaffected by that. It doesn't become attached to that. It doesn't have any need for that. It's delightful when the state is delightful, but it doesn't matter. If the delightful state vanishes, then fine. And similarly, when the dynamic state is in a relative sense down, so that we say, oh, it's not so great, it's also unaffected. So this is what's possible.